Hey, I'm Stephen Cuevas, National Sales Manager with Triton Systems. Today, we are going to introduce you to our SmartSafe offering, VersaSafe. During this video, we will provide instruction on installation, setup, and training, as well as programming. We're also going to introduce you to our remote monitoring application, VeraLink, which is web-based and provides you with real-time data on all of the information relative to your VersaSafe and how we can incorporate VeraLink into your being able to monitor your fleet of Triton VersaSafes and stay on top of your cash flow. The VersaSafe is a UL 291 rated product. It weighs 385 pounds and comes with 4 pre-drilled holes at the base of the vault. Once you determine the location for installation, we can provide you with a drill hole template that can make installation easier. We can also provide you with a set of 4 anchor bolts that will allow you to securely install your VersaSafe into your establishment. Once you have the VersaSafe installed and powered on, it will be necessary to change the default master password. Error code 246 is an indicator that the master password needs to be changed. The administrator can do so by pressing the space bar and the number 1 key simultaneously. They then enter their 2-digit user ID, which is 00. Then they will enter the default master password, which is 1234, and press enter. They will press 0 to go into the main menu and number 4, password maintenance. The number 1 option, change the password, will then be utilized next. The master then changes their password to any 4 or 6-digit password. In this example, we will change the password to 1111, which is entered twice, and then we press enter. Once this is complete, continue to press the enter button until you are at the deposit mode or management selection screen. We will choose deposit mode, and now the VersaSafe is ready for use. We will now illustrate how to incorporate actual users within the VersaSafe. This will need to be performed by a manager or an administrator. The manager or administrator will press the space key and the 1 key simultaneously. They will then enter their 2-digit user ID, which should be 00, and their 4 or 6-digit password. Once complete, press enter. The manager then will go to the user management section, which is key number 1. He will have a listing of various user management features. He will press number 4 to add a specific user. For this example, we will set up user number 2. We will then add this particular user's actual name to the VersaSafe. Press the lower arrow key to bring up the on-screen keypad. Use the 8 and 0 keys to move the cursor up or down, the left or right arrow keys to move the cursor left or right. The space key changes the alphabet from lowercase to uppercase. In this example, we will give the name of John to user 2. Once we complete entering the text, press the cancel key to remove the on-screen keyboard and then press enter. You will see the user has been successfully entered. Press enter to clear the window and continue to press enter until you come to the deposit mode management function screen. Choose deposit mode, and the VersaSafe is ready for use. Let's log John into VersaSafe. John has been assigned ID 2. John enters 2, then presses enter. He is then prompted to enter his 4-digit PIN. The default 4-digit PIN is 1234. Once this is entered, John will be prompted to enter his own PIN of choice. He will enter this PIN and press enter. He will then be prompted to re-enter this 4 to 6 digit PIN and press enter again. Once complete, John has 3 choices available to him: cash deposit, drop deposit, or account management. By selecting account management, John can perform a shift close, print a shift report, or change his PIN. Should you choose to return to the home screen, press the cancel button. Let's perform an actual deposit into the VersaSafe. John will enter his user ID, which is number 2, and then the 4-digit PIN of his choosing. He decides to choose cash deposit. He has 10 $1 bills that he will deposit into the bill acceptors. It is more efficient to alternate deposits between bill acceptors. However, should you choose to only deposit in one bill acceptor, that is acceptable. Once John completes his deposits, he indicates to the VersaSafe that he's finished. He has the option of printing a receipt. He chooses yes in this example, and a receipt of his recent deposit has been printed for his records. John also has a $50 check that he wants to deposit via drop deposit mode. He enters his user ID 2 along with his 4-digit PIN number. He then selects drop deposit, which will be performed to the left of the display itself. He tells the VersaSafe that he will be dropping $50 in checks. His transaction is complete. He utilizes the print receipt function. You will notice in this example that John has 2 receipts. One of the receipts can be inserted into the envelope with the check or checks for deposit. It can be at that time the deposit is actually dropped into the safe. The second receipt is for record keeping. The business day has come to a close and management has decided to perform a day close on the VersaSafe. A day close will indicate how much money has been deposited into the safe for that particular business day. The master user or the administrator will enter their login credentials into management functions. They will press the blank key and the 1 to enter into management functions. They will then be prompted to enter their 2-digit user ID, 00, along with their 4-digit password. They will press 0 for main menu and number 1 for terminal close functions. A day close will be performed by pressing number 7. Indicate that you indeed want to perform a day close. The day close has been performed. You can choose to print a receipt of your day close. In this example, we select yes. We verify that we indeed want to print a receipt of the day close. A day close receipt is presented and dispensed. Press enter to return to the main menu. Once the VersaSafe has communicated with the VeraLink server, continue to press enter until you are back to the deposit mode management screen. We will now perform a pickup close. This is when either the manager of the establishment or the armored car carrier actually accesses the vault to remove the cash from the cassettes within the VersaSafe. Either the manager or the armored car will enter their management function credentials to complete this task. The manager can start off by pressing the space and 1 key to access management functions. At this time, the manager or armored car will enter their 2-digit user ID. In this example, the manager user ID is 00, along with the 4-digit PIN, which is 1111. They would press enter, and then they would go into 0 for main menu. They are going to go to number 1 for terminal close functions, and at this time they would choose number 9, pickup close. The manager is prompted To ensure that they indeed want to perform a pickup close, they will press enter. They are now instructed to remove the cassettes from the vault and to access any of the items that might have been dropped via the drop depository. We will access the vault by entering our 6-digit electronic lock combination. 123456 is the password that we have used for this electronic lock. Once the 2 beeps are rendered, we turn the face of the lock to the right and then lift up on the vault door handle. We can then access the cassettes by pulling down on the left tab and up on the right tab and extending the cassettes. The cassettes are then removed. And the cache is removed from the cassettes. Make sure to engage the lock so that no one can enter the vault. We press enter, indicating that the pickup close has been complete. We can print a report should we desire. We will do so at this time. This is the receipt in which we are presented. And then we can enter out back into the deposit mode function screen. We will now program the VersaSafe to communicate with the VeraLink server. This will need to be performed by an administrator or the master user. The administrator or master user will press the blank key and the 1 key simultaneously, which will bring them to management functions. They will enter their 2-digit user ID, which is always 00, then their 4-digit PIN number. Press 0 for main menu, press 6 for terminal configuration, and press 3 for communication. Make certain that the Enable VersaSafe Online box is checked by pressing the number 1 key. The number 4 key, protocol, should read TCP/IP. This is the proper protocol for those connections using a direct LAN cable. In this example, we are communicating via a wireless modem. As a result, the protocol will need to be changed by pressing number 4 to TCP/IP/wireless. Once the proper protocol is selected, it will be necessary to ensure that the VersaSafe is indeed communicating with the VeraLink server by pressing number 9, Test Host Connection. Acknowledge that you are indeed wanting to test the host connection by pressing Enter. And now the VersaSafe will attempt to communicate with the VeraLink server. If all goes according to plan, you will receive a message indicating that the host was indeed contacted successfully. At this point, continue to press Enter until you get to the Deposit Mode Management Function screen. VeraLink has been successfully enabled. Once you have your VersaSafe configured to communicate with VeraLink, you are now able to monitor all monetary related activities as well as other security related features via www.versasafe.com. Simply go to the sign in link and enter your login credentials. You will immediately be brought to the VersaLink overview page. The drop-down menu in which I am illustrating utilizes or verifies rather all of your VersaSafes that are communicating with the VersaLink server. In our example from earlier today, we are going to use the terminal ending in 70012. You will see a variety of information at your disposal. The last time the safe had any type of communication with VersaLink, the last pickup close report that took place, as well as the current status of the safe itself. Variety of information from the primary email address to the last login date and to when the account was created. If we had actual cache in the cassettes itself, this area would display the respective amount of notes in each cassette, both the left and right cassettes. There's additional information particular to the cassette capacity as well as the total cache amount that is in the VersaSafe itself. Another good feature of VersaLink is the reporting section. The two most commonly used reports within VersaLink are a day close report and a pickup close report. We will select our VersaSafe in which we want to view the respective activity. We would go to Select Terminal and choose, in this example, the lower terminal ending in 712. I will then go to the Select Report option and choose Day Close Record, which is currently highlighted. I will then generate the report, and once the information is provided to us, we will see that we have 4 business day close records. The bottom 2 business day close records were practice sessions in preparation for this instructional video. The second from the top business day close, you will see, took place at 11:41 a.m. We deposited $10 in cash. We deposited $50 in checks for a total of $60. You're also going to see a business day close at 11:54 a.m. However, you notice there are no dollar amounts in either of the fields, or any of the fields rather. This is because we performed a pickup close also at 11:54 a.m. and every time a pickup close is performed, a business day close is also performed. The reason you do not see any dollar figures in these fields is because there was no money deposited between the 11:41 time when we performed our manual business day close and when the pickup close was performed about 13 minutes later. This will be illustrated when we select the pickup close report, which should also have taken place at around 11:54 a.m. today, Thursday, March 23rd. We will now select a pickup close record rather, and you will see at 11:54 a.m. we performed a pickup close which details how much money was removed from the safe. At this particular pickup close, we had $10 in cash along with $50 in drop checks for a total of $60. Additional reports can also be viewed via VersaLink. VersaSafe Cash Deposit Transaction Records allows you to view all of the individuals that have made deposits, whether through the bill acceptors or through the drop slot, within a set amount of time. We will click Generate Report, and you will see on the VersaSafe in question, all of the various users are listed. In our example, user ID number 1 belongs to Stephen, user ID 2 belongs to John. John's name can also be included by user ID number 2 via the terminal administration function. This would need to be performed by the administrator of the particular VersaSafe in question. Terminal notifications allows your VersaSafe to communicate to you via email or text with a variety of security-enhanced features. Email messages or text messages can be sent to the respective VeraLink user to indicate a variety of statuses at the VersaSafe itself. You may want to be informed every time a deposit is not made. You may want to be informed if the safe is not communicating with the server. You may want to be informed once the safe reaches a certain cash threshold. You can also be informed every time a deposit is made at the VersaSafe. You can be informed every time the VersaSafe handles a drop deposit, every time a pickup close is performed. You can also be informed when a day close takes place, as well as a variety of other features regarding status alerts. You can set exclusion time periods to not be notified of a variety of status messages during a prescribed period of time. Additional VeraLink users can be given access via their administrator by having him or her go to Terminal Administration and set them up accordingly. Thanks for watching, and remember, should you have any questions, feel free to contact us at Triton Tech Support.